How's it going, everybody? My cup of tea here, back in a reaction video, and we're here to continue watching the Journey to the West series from Overly Sarcastic Productions. Yay, yay. Now I'm gonna do a quick recap, because I know they're gonna do a recap from last episode, from part 3 that we watched yesterday. But really all you gotta know was that Tripitaka, swing song, Sun Wukong, Sandy, Pigsby, and a horse that's really a dragon have finally met up with each other, and they're continuing their journey to the west to pick up the Tripitaka from Buddha. That's basically what you gotta know. There's some other shenanigans that happened in the previous part, but that's the main thing, really. So we're gonna officially start. I mean, the journey has already started, but we're gonna actually start the journey to the west with everyone involved. So yeah, let's get it. Let's start it. All right, let's get it. Let's get it.
Journey to the west.
Last
the
time.
monk Tripitaka found himself added to the menu of an evil cave demon, whose powerful wind laid even the mighty Sun Wukong low.
Thanks for
With the
you.
help of the
Oh,
Bodhisattva
nah.
Chi, Sun Wukong and Tripitaka's new disciple Pigsby found a way to defeat the cave demon and save their master, only to encounter a new threat in the form of a cunning and powerful river
Who's
spirit
this,
that barred
Sandy?
their way. Unable to fight him
Captain
underwater, Sun Wukong again had to rely on the skills of Pigsby
There we
to
go.
lure the demon
We're good
out.
now.
But when
We're
even
good.
that failed, he called upon the merciful Kuan Yin to intercede on their behalf. The river
I
spirit
remember
turned
all
into
of
an
this.
unlikely ally when it was revealed that Kuan Yin had previously enlisted him as Tripitaka's third disciple. Now with all our allies assembled, we are finally
Miscommunication,
ready
really.
to embark on the journey to the
Let's
west.
go, journey to the
Our
west.
heroes are trekking westward through a particularly uninhabited stretch of mountain when Tripitaka's tummy starts getting the rumblies and he tells Monkey to go find him some vegetarian food. So Monkey
Okay.
flies off to get him some fruit or something, in the process disturbing a local mountain demon, the White Bone Spirit, who pops
White
out to see
Bone
what's
Spirit,
up. She
alright.
sees Tripitaka and immediately realizes he's the monk all the demons are talking about, and that because he's the reincarnation of Golden Cicada and has pursued
that's
a
right, that's
perfect
right.
monk lifestyle, if she eats him, she'll become immortal. So she's
Oh,
about to swoop
okay,
down and grab him
word.
then and there,
Alright.
but she recognizes Sandy and Pigsby as two former celestial warriors and backs off, resolving
Yeah,
to be
get back
sneaky
out.
about this. So she disguises herself as a beautiful young woman and minces over to Tripitaka with some delicious poisoned rice for him. So Pigsby immediately gets his flirt on while the White Bone Spirit spins a sob story about having to care for her aging parents that she totally has. So while she's trying to convince Tripitaka to
Lying,
eat the delicious,
just
not at all
lying.
poisoned rice, Monkey flies back with an armload of peaches and immediately sees that this girl is a demon with his special demon eyes. So he drops everything and whips out his murder stick, but Tripitaka panics and grabs him because seriously, dude, at least explain your motivation.
Nah,
so Monkey's
just go
like, alright,
straight-
dude, listen. Disguising yourself as a
straight
hot
to
chick,
it.
that's like man-eating demon trick number 1. Hell, I did it all the time back when I ate people. Amazingly, this stirring argument
Catfishing.
fails to convince Tripitaka, so
Extreme.
Monkey's like, alright, I get it. You think she's hot. How about I give you two lovebirds a little privacy? And while Tripitaka's paralyzed with embarrassment, Monkey smacks the demon in the face. Tripitaka's like,
Monkey, what the hell?
well, Monkey points out that the delicious, totally not poisoned rice had rotted and filled with maggots as soon as he killed her, which is
Oh
not
my
typically a
God.
trait of healthy food. So Tripitaka almost believes him until Pigsby, extremely salty about Monkey ruining his chances to score, goes all, oh sure, come on, what's more likely? That Monkey just killed a demon? Or that Monkey just murdered an innocent girl and used his powers to make you think he killed a demon? So Tripitaka gets really mad and uses the magic migraine spell.
Wait, no, stop it. Why would Sun Wukong even do something like that? That's not what he wants. That's not what Sun Wukong's all about. Why would he go through all that effort just to trick Tripitaka? There's no reason to, especially with what's about to happen right here because he gets the headaches. And Pigsby, what you doing, Pigsby? What you doing? God dang it.
Girl and used his powers to make you think he killed a demon. So Tripitaka gets really mad and uses the magic migraine spell, then tells Monkey that a killer can't be one of his disciples. But Monkey manages to persuade him to let him stay, and the group awkwardly treks on after burying the totally innocent girl. Speaking of, the White Bone Spirit had actually dropped her body right at the moment of impact and skedaddled off into the sky, leaving her body below. She starts working on how to get
Bart?
rid of Monkey so she can get some of that sweet man flesh. So she turns into an elderly woman
Male.
and hobbles up to the group like, excuse me, have any of you seen my beautiful innocent daughter that totally came this way a little while ago? I'd hate to think that something happened to her. So Monkey obviously insta-kills her again. Tripitaka flips out, uses the migraine spell, and with Pigsy's encouragement, kicks him out of the group again. But Monkey's like, alright,
Kicked him out the
if you're gonna
group?
kick me out, could you at least get this stupid thing off first? Which is when everyone learns that Tripitaka has no idea how to get Monkey's cursed hat off his head. So he agrees to keep Monkey on as a disciple, since it wouldn't be fair to cut him loose without actually cutting him loose, and they continue on together. Soon
Never pauses so much. Come on now, you know Sun Wukong would do something like this. Again, he gets headaches if he does something like you don't want him to do. So why would he go through all this pain to mess up, kill innocent people? He won't do that.
to keep Monkey on as a disciple, since it wouldn't be fair to cut him loose without actually cutting
Sandy,
him
what you
loose,
doing,
and they
Sandy? You
continue
don't
on
see
together.
this?
Soon enough, they spot a totally innocent old man in the distance, and Pigsy's like, oh, horror of horrors! Clearly, this is the patriarch of the family that Sun Wukong so callously
Okay,
murdered for no
Pigsy.
reason.
Alrighty.
Clearly, Monkey will use his great powers to escape justice and leave us to take the blame.
Oh, that. Okay, well, I guess while we wait that he had to go through. Pigsy, you're just making the situation worse. It's like the theme is they have horrible communication skills, especially Sun Wukong. Horrible communication skills. And I guess Tripitaka is too like good to see like the evil in people, looks like, because he doesn't know he's getting tricked like 3 times. And we're back.
Oh, horror of horrors! Clearly, Sun Wukong has bewitched this innocent old man's corpse to look like the body of a demon.
Okay,
In case
buddy.
you haven't noticed, Tripitaka is supremely gullible.
Yeah,
in
I
this
was
chapter,
saying,
sure
yeah.
enough, it's migraine time, and
Oh
he
my
gets kicked
goodness.
out of the group o'clock. This time, Monkey's like, all right, you know what? Fine. And after Tripitaka writes an official letter of banishment and Monkey is aggressively polite in taking his leave, Monkey warns Sandy not to buy into Pigsy's BS and then blasts off. Nice one, Tripitaka. So Monkey returns to his home on Flower Fruit Mountain, only to find it in ruins. Turns out after Monkey got sealed away, Erlang burned the whole place down for funsies.
Wow,
The remaining
that's
monkeys are being
crazy.
hunted every day by a huge band of hunters. So Monkey decides the time has come for some much-needed
Oh,
stress
God.
relief and brings down the
Okay.
wrath of Wukong on the hunters the next time they appear. So while Monkey's having the time of his life as king of the mountain again, the story shifts back to Tripitaka and friends. But let's take a minute to step out of the story and examine it on a meta level, because what just happened was fascinating. This text is centuries old, but the way Monkey's acting could be lifted directly and put in something modern, and it'd make perfect sense. After getting kicked out and losing his purpose, Monkey is visibly emotionally unstable, oscillating between heartbreaking homesickness to cathartic rage to overzealous partying and back again. Like, there's no need to dig deep here. His emotional responses are there for all the world to see. And the reason for that is because we can't forget that the journey to the West is an allegory, and Monkey represents the mind. Monkey just gave up on everything he was trying to do, which was to get
Next time I mentioned that in the comments too in the part 2.
Tripitaka to the Thunderclap Monastery. He's basically going through an existential crisis, and the book is representing that perfectly because it's kind of the point of the book. It's like an allegorical roadmap. This is a part of the journey where you'll probably be feeling these things and facing these temptations. The characters feel real and genuine in their reactions to things because they all represent vital components of the human mind, and the way they act is the way we act.
I didn't
It's
know
not
about
like
that. That's
Beowulf,
good.
where
That's
he's a
good.
great and noble king with very little else to define him. These characters are meant to feel real, to be something we can see ourselves in. This book is really good. Anyway, Tripitaka and friends enter a super ominous pine forest, whereupon things immediately go wrong. First, Pigsy fails to find Tripitaka any food and opts to take a nap instead. Then, while Sandy goes to look for him, Tripitaka enters a pagoda to light incense and pray, and manages to wake up a sleeping demon in the process and get captured. So Sandy manages to find Pigsy and drags him back to the camp, whereupon they find Tripitaka missing and reason that he probably went to check out that beautiful pagoda.
What does this horse
It's only
do?
when they get closer that Sandy realizes it's actually a demon cave, at which point Pigsy decides that picking a fight with the demon sounds like a great idea. So they fight, and it's pretty cool. But even with the backup of the various gods that have been assisting Tripitaka on his path, Sandy and Pigsy can only fight the demon to a standstill.
Dang, even all that help?
Tripitaka meets with a stroke of luck. Turns out the demon's wife is a kidnapped princess named Hundred Flowers Shame, who's willing to help him in exchange for him delivering news of her whereabouts to her family in the West. So she frees Tripitaka, gives him a letter, and convinces her husband to stop beating up his friends. Tripitaka and friends hurry out the back door and continue westward, soon coming across the very kingdom Hundred Flowers Shame was stolen from. Tripitaka delivers the letter to the king, who's profoundly grateful to finally know what happened to his daughter, but sadly says that they're unequipped to stage a rescue of the
can't really fight against that demon.
But
We need
surely
Sun Wukong
Tripitaka
back.
must be able to, if he's managed to make it this far already. So Tripitaka reluctantly summons his disciples, whereupon the king asks which of them is better at slaying demons. Pigsy gets his brag on and starts showing off his powers, which soundly convinces the king that he's perfectly equipped to go off and fight the same demons he's having worlds of trouble with last time. So Pigsy zips off for the rematch.
I'm right with Sandy. Hold on, wait a minute now. Wait a minute, Emperor. Hold on now. Pigsy is not the one.
To the century, with Sandy tagging along to make sure he doesn't hurt himself. So Pigsy breaks down the door and proceeds to get his ass sounded, so he excuses himself and runs away, leaving Sandy to try and fight the demon himself. This goes predictably poorly, and Sandy gets captured while Pigsy hides in a thorn bush. So the demon reasons that the disciples must have come back because the princess snuck a letter out with them, and confronts her about it. Obviously, she denies it, and when he interrogates Sandy about it, he catches on and denies it too. So the demon immediately switches off the murderous intent and gets all bloody with his wife again. He then decides to pay a visit to his father-in-law, shapeshifting himself into something a little more presentable. So the demon heads over to the king's court and spins a sob story about some shapeshifting tiger demon he saw threatening the princess way back when. So he drove it off and saved her life, and then married her because she never told him the princess. And hey, look, that guy over there is totally the demon I was talking about. So the demon spins an illusion around Tripitaka, making him look like a tiger monster, which
Oh, I'm about this. I think I know where this is gonna go. I know where it's gonna go because Tripitaka, didn't want to believe Sun Wukong, believe Pigsy that Sun Wukong turned that innocent lady into a demon. Blah 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 blah. Maybe this incident right here will make Tripitaka realize, wait a minute, I was stupid. Pigsy is stupid. I should have trusted Sun Wukong all along.
Totally the demon I was talking about. So the demon spins an illusion around Tripitaka, making him look like a tiger monster, which is all the evidence the king needs to have Tripitaka
That's
locked
crazy.
up. So things look pretty terrible, right? I mean, Sandy's been captured, Pigsy's off hiding somewhere, Tripitaka's been locked up, and Monkey's back on Flower Fruit Mountain without a care in the world. Who could possibly rescue Tripitaka now?
The horse! The horse! Do something!
That's right! It's finally the horse dragon's
Let's
time to
go!
shine! So the dragon turns back to his true form and scouts out the palace a little, and sees that the demon has returned to his true form and is currently in the process of eating his attendants and drinking all the wine in the palace.
Like you
so the
do.
dragon shapeshifts into a beautiful young woman and scoots into the hall, impressing the demon with magic tricks and singing for him. Soon enough, the demon asks if she can dance, and the dragon's like, oh, a little, but it'll look much better if I use swords. So she does a little sword dance for him until she spots her opening and takes a swing. The dragon turns back to his true form and does battle with the demon for a while, but he's clearly outclassed and ends up having to run after his leg gets injured. He hides at the bottom of the moat until the demon loses interest and then turns back into a horse and limps into the stable for the night. Soon, however, Pigsy comes crawling back, hoping to get some help in rescuing Sandy. Instead, he gets chewed out by the horse for being too overconfident and ruining
let's read this. Let's read this. A problem? Oh my god, you talk? We have so many problems. Tripitaka in jail. Oh, that's pretty. There's a demon in the castle. Jax, well, I broke my leg. My leg. I broke my leg.
Everything. Pigsy decides the sane course of action would be to pack his things and return to his peaceful life in the village with his own kidnapped wife, but the horse is having precisely none of his sass today and refuses to let him leave, unless it's to go apologize to Monkey and get him to sort this all out. So Pigsy reluctantly flies off to Flowerfruit Mountain, whereupon he finds Sun Wukong hanging out with his enormous monkey army. Pigsy tries to sneak closer, but Monkey spots the intruder and has his monkeys bring him up to the front. He immediately recognizes Pigsy, and after being assured that he hasn't been banished too, Pigsy, rather than owning up to the disaster scenario, instead tells Monkey that nothing's wrong. Tripitaka just missed him so much. So Monkey's like, neat. In that case, let's just hang out for a little while. So Monkey leisurely spends his morning hanging out on this beautiful mountain and eating fruit, while Pigsy tries to find ways to persuade Monkey to leave right this second without seeming too desperate. After a while, Pigsy's like, well, we've sure kept our master waiting. We should probably go.
Why would he want to go right now? He's getting kicked out.
He's like, wait, you're not coming? And Monkey's like,
yeah, he got banished.
No,
why would he go?
I got banished, remember? Besides, I got a good thing going here. Tell Tripitaka not to bother me again. So Pigsy leaves, but he's only a few miles down the mountain before he starts ranting and insulting Monkey. So Wukong has his monkeys recapture Pigsy and bring him back to explain his poor manners. So the truth comes out as Pigsy explains how everything went wrong, although he does embellish a little to motivate Monkey to come help him. So Monkey flies to the demon's lair and immediately abducts two of the demon's children, offering to release them in exchange for Sandy. The princess runs back inside and frees him, and Monkey, after reuniting with Sandy, sends them off to the palace with the two kids in tow. Princess flies to the
real quick. So Monkey, Sun Wukong kidnapped the children of the demon's
lair and immediately abducts two of the demon's children, offering to release them in exchange for Sandy.
Okay, use a bargain, a hostage situation bargain, okay.
The princess runs back inside and frees him, and Monkey, after reuniting with Sandy, sends them off to the palace with the two kids in tow to lure out the demon and bring him back to his lair. Meanwhile, Monkey shapeshifts into the princess and waits in the cave for the demon to return. So Sandy and Pigsy drop the kids in front of the palace, killing them, but it's okay because they were evil or something. And the demon, a little too hungover to want to fight, decides to check his lair first to see if they really were his kids and if he needs to avenge them. So the demon returns to his cave, whereupon he finds totally the real princess crying her eyes out about her two dead kids. The demon's like, I'm gonna get him right after I make sure you're okay, darling. Princess Monkey is like, oh man, I'm just so distraught. So the demon's like, don't worry, honey, I've got an elixir for exactly that. Whereupon Monkey takes it, swallows it whole, and reverts to his true form in preparation for some cathartic ass kicking. So they have an epic battle and it's really cool, but when Monkey fakes an error and uses the opportunity to get in a solid hit, the demon straight up vanishes. Monkey scans all four directions but can't find him, puts two and two together, and realizes that the demon must have been a heavenly spirit, which explains why he couldn't find him anywhere on Earth. So he busts his way into heaven again. What is this, like the fourth time? And demands to know what spirits were unaccounted for. Turns out the demon was really Ravati, the woodwolf star, known to us modern people as Zeta Piscium. See, turns out the princess was actually another heavenly courtier, in this case an incense tender, who desperately wanted to elope with him. He was afraid that such an act would be unthinkable in heaven, so the two of them departed to Earth to carry on their love in secret. And yeah, if you think too hard about it, it kind of makes the entire story fall apart, but we don't have to worry about it anymore because
sorry, that music.
Elope with him. He was afraid that such an act would be unthinkable in heaven, so the two of them departed to Earth to carry on their love in secret. And
yeah, that's what I'm saying, because if those two, like the demon and the princess of the emperor and on Earth, why did he have to kidnap her then? Did they forget memories? Did she forget memories or something? Because some kind of saying, wait, if you elope, why did you kidnap her when she incarcerated? Why did she want to be rescued? That's what I'm saying. What's going on here? That made no sense.
If you think too hard about it, it kind of makes the entire story fall apart, but we don't have to worry about it anymore because the demon is in custody and all that's left to do is to pick up Tripitaka. So the princess explains everything to her father, the king, and they head down to get Tripitaka, who's still locked up in the illusion of a tiger. After Monkey gets his sass on for a little bit, he frees Tripitaka from the spell and everyone is friends again.
Will Pigsy stop being dragged around by his own base desires? Will Sandy ever win a fight? Will Tripitaka learn to trust Monkey's judgment? Will Monkey learn the benefits of communication? And will the horse ever do anything plot relevant again?
I hope so. That horse came in clutch, kind of.
West.
No, that whole thing came in clutch.
Last time
Whoa,
on
no,
Journey
stop. No, I don't want to watch
to the West.
No,
our
stop Journey to the
cerebral
West, Kai.
protagonist-
You gotta stop it. Save it for next time. You gotta save this for next time. Alright, but that was a fun little episode there. This episode was like a lot about tricking people with shape-shifting, a lot of lying and deception. We also learned about the characters of each of the allies, of the people in the group. Tripitaka is very gullible. Pigsby is like not arrogant, but like selfish. Like selfish, like he's too much in his mind right now. He won't admit mistakes. Sun Wukong is quick to like fight first. He's quick to action, not talking really. Communication skills, gotta work on that. Sandy's just there. And then the horse dragon is like, I guess when the plot needs him, like when it's like a dire situation, that's when the horse will be very useful. I wonder if that ghost lady is gonna show back up again in the later series or episodes. But yeah, a little communication would have solved all of this problem. Like no one would have got kidnapped if they had some good communication skills. But, you know, no one wants to talk properly. Nobody wants to talk about stuff. We might have to watch Journey to the West Part 5 on Thursday, because I might be going somewhere on Wednesday, like tomorrow. So we'll see about that. But no, this is fun. This is a fun episode, like I mentioned before. So yeah, hope you enjoyed my reaction, and thank you for watching. My cup of tea is out of here. The news is, y'all, like, if Sun Wukong is not here, the whole team is done though. Like, they can't beat any demons apparently if Sun Wukong's not there. They can't even tell like who's a demon and they like shapeshift because they don't have like the demon eyes that Sun Wukong has. So it's like, dang, y'all screwed. Y'all just messed up. You need to have Wukong here or y'all never get into the West. Y'all never get into these Tripitakas that Buddha has.